Well, I'm extremely concerned about the U.S.-China relationship and the U.S. politics surrounding it. I think there's, on one level, there's been a very sensible, reevaluation of China's role in the world that corresponds to increasingly assertive, sometimes aggressive actions that China's taken, whether it's militarily, the South China Sea, across the Taiwan Strait, or economically through the practice of economic coercion, which I actually think we should do more to combat.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I look at the U.S. side, I see the United States as having leapt from the so-called engagement strategy to containment. In other words, engagement was always a kind of regime change strategy. The idea was that the United States would be fine with, coexisting with China and engaging in a great amount of trade with China, so long as China came to look more like the United States, more like a liberal democracy, and fulfilled our expectations internationally for China, played by the rules as we see them, accepted U.S. leadership, et cetera. Well, that hasn't happened. And I think that we passed over another option, which is mutual coexistence, right? Being clear-eyed that China has its own system, a system that we don't approve of, and we're going to continue to object to, Chinese human rights abuses like the large-scale ones in Xinjiang. But we also are going to clearly signal to China and admit to ourselves that we can coexist with China. We don't seek to change the Chinese regime, and not all aspects of Chinese power are run counter to U.S. interests in the world. And some things are also not worth antagonizing China over, because when you have the world's two leading powers, there's a risk of great power war.